I was dreaming of having first Linux video for the coming year, and purpose was switching from Windows for a super simple reason. I had this amazing idea this past year, but wait a minute. What is this? There is no point of making another video. I might just scrap the video. What is this? He started this video a week ago, and it's already 14 days in this month when I'm writing the script. 14 minus 7 is 7. So, I started making this video 7 days before he started on his own video. Cool. We are safe. We did it first. I mean, the idea came with first. We are just slower on doing it, so we are good to go. Okay. What's our script is saying? Oh, it says, on the dawn of the day. Just kidding. The last we were looking for an exit from the Windows. And the only option were Mac or Linux. Well, a proud Finn, I was having a huge hope for Linux myself. So we spent many hours watching and collecting information about easy to use distros. So people recommended many different distros, but we decided and chose Pop OS, beginner-friendly distro. And yeah, after Christmas, we started the game of trying it out. December 31st, we were celebrating our new year with the chat. And the best celebration was to install Rufus and an OS file to a flash drive. Because it was a New Year's, we were enjoying it with being a little bit tipsy. What might go wrong with installing new OS on New Year's while having a light mood set upon us? Well, I guess everything. We spent 3 hours in the BIOS to get OS to launch from the USB stick. Halfway throughout, we even pricked the USB hubs from the BIOS, which forced us to open the case and unplug the batteries from the motherboard. And the end, we made it. We got into Pop OS. Finally! It was like 2 a.m. on that point, and we were so tired. First thing when we were in, we wanted to do was to try Pop OS capabilities. These out-of-the-box experiences. Well, we installed Steam, Discord, OBS, and Squad. Installing everything was good and smooth, but running them was not that smooth. We recall that Squad ran around 15 to 13 FPS on time, and the out-of-the-box experience was instantly failing on us. Me and the chat were smart. Oh, we tried to be, and we started thinking about solutions. Our solutions for the out-of-the-box experience was installing drivers, but afterwards we were looking on Bob's own page. It just kept saying those come with OS, so we were cooked. After throwing 10 different fixes at computer and seeing no improvements, we gave up for the night. For the day 2 of beginning of Linux user, we were reconsidering our life as a Linux user already, and our options were kind of bad. And literally our options were A, keep trying on Pop OS and prick it. Number B, switch to Windows 11 and submit yourself, turning your user data into company's property. Number C, switching Linux distros and hoping for the best. Or D, none of the above. The correct answer is C. Switching Linux distros and hope for the best. So after selecting number B, was it B? I think it was B. No, after selecting number C, simply we just took the USB and picked up another distro. This time it was Ubuntu, something like 24, specifically what it was, but it was Ubuntu 24. Who cares? We took it and flashed it on the USB stick and did it so fast, it took only like 15 minutes, considering download time, formatting the stick, and running the software from the BIOS. And we were into the new OS. This time, we took a different step on preparing our Linux gaming master race experience. We went straight to the AMD site and downloaded Ubuntu drivers. We ran the drivers and downloaded LACT and other good stuff for us. Well, what about the improvements? Did something change? Yeah, a little bit, maybe. Maybe the change was, give or take 10 to 15 frames per second on some games. We ran on old games like Company of Heroes. it ran somewhere between 20 to 16 FPS. And all source games were fine for the most parts. But I have 9070 XT. It should be a lot more. So we did what smart people do and turned towards AI. We started to ask for help because we had zero knowledge left from our past tries. To our surprise, the AI was actually smart. We started applying the AI's help on our quest to fulfill the Linux gaming experience. But on the way, fixing our problems, we realized that the pile of issues came from our side. With the AI was not realizing the pile of the issues we had. It's only got slightly easier, probably because of our own stupidity, that distros never run the games perfectly. After some time giving it to the AI, we turned to the best source of material, Reddit. We asked the smart people, what is the best way to game Linux is? After leaving that and experiencing a painful day of tweaking, I gave up and went to sleep. Day number 3. Well, on the first thing I did was to open Reddit. I was interested in knowing how the people responded on the post from last night. Most answers came from the arts side. I use the arts, by the way. Yeah, that happened. That happened. Trust me. They recommended CasiOS. So as a newbie, it clicked on me. Instead of installing this straight from the new OS, I wanted to test the CasiOS via VirtualBox. So I downloaded the CasiOS, and I downloaded VirtualBox so I can test it before jumping into the new distro. Well, we spent literally the third day trying run the stuff on a VirtualBox, and that experience clearly for the people who knows what they are doing. So let's just skip on the day 4. Day 4, yippee! We gave up on Ubuntu pretty fast, and we just slapped that downloaded OS from yesterday in the USB stick, and we changed the strategy on installing the OS. Before we actually start doing anything, we had an AI with us. So our plan was using the AI throughout the installation and driver process from beginning to the end. And it was really surprising how smoothly it happened. We loaded the OS, got some errors, fixed them throughout the BIOS, ran installation file, clicked the boxes that AI recommended, hoped for the best, and yeah, ready to go experience. That's it. AI covered us the whole way. We installed games, had the best performance so far. It was looking good. After following the AI on everything, we started seeing some problems. Our GPU was running at 30% instead of full power. After building some help from the AI, it was smart enough to look at how much power the GPU was allowed to use. After some guided sudo commands, we found that it was allowed to use only 256 megabytes megabits. I don't know. From the full 16 gigabits. I still don't know. Somebody can tell me what GB means. 16 Great Britannians, yes. So instead of using 16 Great Britannians, we use only 256 Megabritannians of the VRAM. After allowing that, our games finally got the best gaming performance results. Okay, here we have some nerdy statistics from the experience what we had. Company of Heroes 2 jumped from 20 to 60 FPS to 120 to 300 FPS on change of that setting. Squad went from 20 FPS to 80 FPS on running from switching the OS to CasiOS. No, sorry, what I'm talking about. It went to 20 FPS to 60 FPS, and activating the VRAM block, it went to 60 FPS to 80 FPS, sometimes even on 100 FPS. We used the lagged event to boost the clock speeds, and we got it over 100 FPS without frame grain. And with the frame grain itself, it sometimes goes to 150 to 200 FPS. So there is loads of swing, but you can get those FPS numbers up if you are able to look those messy frame grain screens. I mean, it looks really disgusting. Please fix AMD or games. I don't know who even have to fix that, but it's awful looking when it's looking that bad. But you get the frames with activating those bottlenecks from your PC. Anyway, My summer car, oh, not my summer, my winter car went from 60 FPS to 300 FPS. CS2 went from 120 FPS to 300 FPS. Older Source games gave smoother playing experience, and their frames were already kind of high, so I didn't really care about it, but it was way much smoother to experience on playing those old games like Counter-Strike Source or Nuclear Dawn. Oh, big one. Manor Lords went from laggy screen movement from 30 FPS to smooth scrolling and 90 FPS. Huge improvements happened just allowing the VRAM to be used. It's insane. And now after a full week of using this OS and using these experiences and changes, I have to say that only way to improve the frames and qualities anymore is to go in-game settings and change those. Because everything what we have done so far, layout size, we unlocked it alt paths. So now I just have to go and tweak those qualities in-game. But like, we had some crazy problems afterwards with squad. We had to fix those in the game settings, but it was good. By the way, this cool information from not totally related on no gaming, not at all. In software app, when you have the OBS, you have list of all the add-ons in bottom of the download page. And that's the smooth way to add like add-ons on your streaming software. So good job. I like that. That is actually pretty good. On the end, I almost forgot that on the end result, the gaming works. You have to put a little bit work on it. Try yourself. You cannot expect it come to you on silver platter. If you're willing to put a little bit work, you can avoid Windows problems. I want to avoid those problems, and I'm happy about this choice. So yeah, that's my opinion. You can totally game on there. If you really want more information, more detailed information, please watch Moidak's video. He gave really good information. I liked it. So that's the reason I'm not gonna give you that same information, because he was faster. He was better of telling you that stuff. So please watch that. But that's just my experience. How did I turn in here? But yeah, we tried gaming on OBS streaming on 3 places, as you may have noted. We have been popping on YouTube. And if you want to see more struggle on Linux gaming, join us on one of these 3 platforms, or join all of them. Up to you. But we are gonna make videos on YouTube, stream on YouTube, and we're gonna only do live streaming on Twitch and Kick. Thank you again for watching this video. It was kind of painful to make this. I normally don't do this kind of videos on this long rates and using all these ingredients. I hope you liked it, and yeah, I'll see you soon. Bye bye.